Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and what to do for those returning. Hey Kali gang. So today, y'all saw the title, we are going to talk about it, how to stay unbothered. And I do apologize, I have notes over here on the side, so I'm going to be looking to the side every now and then. I do apologize. But yeah, so let's get into it. I came across, oh sorry, my nose itches. I came across this post and it really resonated with me. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. Maybe this can help you guys. Maybe this picks up your day. Maybe this is a positive video for you for today. I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, so first things first, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know if it has to when I post good updated dates. All right, help your girl's dreams come true and hit that 7K goal. Hit that 7K sub goal. All right. But yeah, so let's get into it. First thing is first, focus on your own growth. All right. I feel like this really resonated with me because the very first thing it said, we all do focus on our own growth. Okay, sorry, I gotta move this over a little bit. All right, so we all focus on our own growth. We all do, but it is difficult to, get deterred from that because either, friends or family and, they're growing or they're changing or they're doing, whatever they're doing. And you're like, why am I not growing? Why am I not, doing that? Or, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? So let's try to just focus on our own growth, not dwell, not compare, not contrast, because that's what we do. We compare and contrast everything. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. All right, we're going to compare and contrast. That's it. I am a stickler for this. I am terrible. Limit your social media time. I need to do that. I don't, but I need to. Number one, because being on social media 24/7, especially if you just get on social media all day after work or after school, it's going to mess with you. You know what I mean? You're going to get FOMO. You're going to think you're doing something wrong. You're going to be like, oh, why am I'll just use myself as an example. Why am I 36 and not where I want to be when this 21-year-old is doing nothing what I'm doing? I'm working way harder than them and they have everything that I want. You know what I mean? So trust me, limit yourself on social media. You will see a huge difference. All right. Practice deep breathing when stressed. All right. Which we all need to do. All right. Even if it's less than 5 minutes, you just go in the bathroom or in the corner or just away from everything and everyone and just realign yourself. Just like, all right, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. I can get through this, whatever it is. Take those less than 5 minutes to yourself, get your mind right so you can get whatever you need done so you can get home and just relax. You know what I mean? All right, next. Set firm boundaries, which is something that I never did back in the day. All right. Boundaries was something that I just barely started doing. I'm not even going to lie. Yeah, because that was one of my big problems. I would always just give myself to people all the time, lend a ear, lend advice, money, just, you know what I mean? And just stop doing that. Set some boundaries. Match the energy of the people around you. If you find yourself putting more into the relationship, friendship, whatever it is, than other people, stop doing that. Because would they do that for you? That's the question you need to answer. Sorry, guys, I need to scoop my chair over because the angle of this. Okay, that's better. But yeah, ask yourself, would this person do what you're doing for you? Okay, sorry. Ask yourself if this person would do for you what you do for them. You know what I mean? Matching energy, okay? Next, prioritize a self-care daily. Self-care daily, sorry. We always have to do that, all right? Self-care is essential, all right? Even if it's taking 2 showers a day, and if you consider that your self-care for the day, so be it. If your self-care is laying in the bed for 5 minutes without your phone, do it. If it's meditating for 5 minutes, do it. You know what I mean? Don't feel bad for that. Next, don't take things personally, which everyone does, and that is hard to do. All right. you know, because our minds are constantly going. We're always have something to do, always somewhere to go, like, and that's difficult. It is really difficult, especially in work environments, school environments, just every environment. It's difficult to not take things personal. I don't know how it got to this, you know what I mean? But yeah, everyone takes everything so personal nowadays. Everything and everyone. Next, surround yourself with positive people, which is hard to do because a lot of these negative Nancys are playing like they're positive and acting like they're your friend, when in reality they're plotting on you, they're preying on your downfall, and they're hating in real life, and they're being two-faced to you. Man, I can go off on a tangent about that. All right, stop over-explaining yourself. Just stop it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to. If someone doesn't understand what you're saying, then, you know, they just don't get it and just walk away. But, you know, it also depends on the situation, too. Sometimes you do have to explain yourself. Otherwise, the communication, the conversation, whatever it is that the connection is between the two people is going to be lost. I don't know any other way to explain it. Sorry. Sorry. Let go of things outside your control. I used to not do that. I would try to control every situation in every way, shape, and form. And realizing at 36, you can't do that. All right. You can only control your reaction to situations. Literally, that's all we can control. We can just try to think positive through whatever situation and just try to keep moving forward. That's it. That's all we can do. Next, avoid unnecessary drama, which can be very difficult, all right? Because everybody loves a little drama, all right? I'm not even going to lie. Everyone loves drama. But, you know, there's levels to it and there's an extent to it. Like, everyone loves drama when it doesn't have to do with them. You know what I mean? If it's he say, she say drama, if it's work drama, if it's reality TV drama, like, everyone loves a little bit of drama now, and I don't know what it is. Maybe we're all bored with life, but if it's anything unnecessary that you don't genuinely need, just don't feed into it. Don't go for it. Don't talk to it. Don't text it back. Don't call it back. Like, just don't. If you know, then you know. All right. Next, embrace solitude. All right. We have to do that. We have to embrace solitude, because if we don't, we're going to drive ourselves crazy, because this world is crazy. All right. And nobody really cares about us. All right. Just keep it real. Nobody really cares. I don't know where that came from. All right. Next, keep your goals to yourself. All right. Keep your goals to yourself. All right. Yes. We are at the era of everyone oversharing everything, all right? There's no mystery to nothing. Everyone puts everything out on display for everyone to see, okay? But that is one of the world's downfalls, okay? Because if you keep your goals to yourself, then no one can plot against you. No one can talk shit about the goals you try to do for yourself. No one can sit there, try to throw your goal in your face, be like, oh, well, you've been trying to do such and such for however many years, and oh, you're still doing this or you're still doing that. But yeah, they're still trying to reach their goal, which means that's good. All goals, all small victories to your goal are good and essential. And we need to celebrate every small win, because every small win leads to a bigger victory. All right. So yeah, keep your goals to yourself. Yeah, I say that and I tell you guys a goal or two of mine every video, but that's different because that's a goal I know and I feel in my heart that is a good goal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone would mess with that. All right. Next, say no without guilt. All right. That is something I had to start doing. And I used to be a big people pleaser. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I used to be the girl that had to have everyone like me. I wanted everyone to be my friend. I wanted to be the peacemaker amongst everyone. I wanted, to have my girl group. I wanted to have my guy friends. You know what I mean? And life isn't worked out like that. Like, you have to say no sometimes. You have to say no. You can't be a yes man all the time. You just can't. Like, you're not going to get anywhere. It's not going to add anything to your life. Like, it's just not good. It's not good. All right. So learn to say no without feeling guilty, because at the end of the day, excuse me, people tell you no and don't feel guilty. People lie to you, say they can't do something when they know they can, or they know they have time to, and they don't feel guilty. So why should you? At the end of the day, we have to do what's best for us, because that's what anyone else would do. All right, next, focus on progress, not perfection. All right, we all need to do this, because we get caught up in perfection. We get caught up in the rat race. We get caught up in having to put on this persona or try to be this person that we think everyone wants us to be, and we don't need to do that. Focus on the goal. Focus on how far you've come. Take a look back and be like, oh, I may not be where I want to be today, but compared to where I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, what have I changed? What's improved? How have I become a different person? Like, there's so many things to celebrate progress-wise. You know what I mean? Next, be mindful of your thoughts. Yes, we all need to be mindful of our thoughts, because our thoughts have a lot more power than we realize. I was having a situation and I was just thinking, what was it? I can't even remember the situation, but I was just like, it was about a specific person or group or something, and I was just like, oh, this person is on my last damn nerve. I just want them away from me, away from my face, away from this place, because this person in this place and space is causing me not to be happy in this space or place. And I can't remember what exactly it was or who I was talking about, or not even talking about, thinking in my mind. But yeah, next thing I know, this person like just completely disappears. Like, nobody hears from them. Like, they just completely leave. And it was weird and awkward, and it like kind of freaked me out, because I'm like, a part of me wanted them to leave, right? But then the other part of me was like, what happened? Where'd they go? Are they okay? Like the the nurturing part of me kicked in and was like, wait, are they okay? Blah blah blah. Like, did their phone get turned off? Like, what's going on? Like, it was just a lot. But yeah, we need to be mindful of our thoughts, because our thoughts have a lot of power. Okay. Respond, don't react, which is something I've recently been learning, practicing, and just trying to do. And sometimes you don't need to respond. Sometimes no response is the reaction. You know what I mean? You'll get in situations, or you will find yourself either triggered by something, or someone will say something to you, or you'll feel yourself getting out of character and becoming either the person you didn't want to be anymore, or bringing out the person you used to be that you don't want to be anymore. And I have to stop myself from writing that text message or sending that text message, or I'll be writing the text message, just going off, and then like mid-text, I'll be like, wait, no, stop, delete, start all over. I've done that a lot. I've noticed I've gotten some comments on YouTube, on my Instagram, or even on Facebook, and I'll find myself about to react, about to go off, about to go in, and then I have to wait, stop, put my grown-up hat on, all right, and wait, take a big picture look at this. What is this response to whatever this situation is going to be the one thing that ruins you? Is this, you know what I mean? I just try to think big picture with almost every decision that I make, because I'm married, all right? Every decision I make affects my partner, no matter what the situation. You know what I mean? So try to respond and not react. Take a step back, whatever the situation is, and be like, oh, well, maybe I should say this, or maybe I could say this. Just putting that out there, just trying to help you guys. All right. Next, detach from outcomes. That is a hard one. All right. That is so hard because we all want whatever outcome to be our outcome that we plan for, that we work so hard for, that we do the goal for. Like, that's really hard to do. Really hard. And I'm going to work on that. I'm going to start working on that tonight. All right. Next, value your time. Value your time, because no one else does and no one else will. I'm just being honest. Over the years, family, friends, work, people don't value people's time anymore. Point blank, period. Like, people will go out of their way to make you uncomfortable on your time because they don't value your time. People will go out of their way to show you they don't value your time. You know what I mean? So value your time, because your time matters. Your time is your time, and no one can take that from you. No one. All right. Next, limit contact with negative people. Let me say that again. Limit contact with negative people. And I'm saying this for everyone. I do have to say that a lot of times I am the negative person that people need to limit contact with. I'm not even going to lie. There's certain situations, people, places, and or things that I was not my best self in, that I was just a negative Nancy with, that I was just a bitch, you know? So a lot of times I have to sit back and think, like, why some of my friendships or relationships don't work or haven't worked. And I have to sit back and think, like, damn, was I the negative person in the conversation, in the situation or relationship? Like, because if I was, I need to check myself. You know what I mean? But then it makes you think, like, why don't people say anything to you about that if you're making them uncomfortable or it's a bad situation? You know, just makes you think. All right, next, stop seeking validation. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Stop seeking validation. Number one, that is very hard to do. All right. In any way, shape, or form, in any age, in any form of life, in any way of life you're in. Because as people, literally from babies, we want validation. Point blank, period. We want to be validated. We want to be heard. We want to be nurtured. Everybody does. And that is going to be very difficult for me. But at the same time, it also comes with communication. I'm going to take this stop seeking validation and use it as a way to better my relationships with everyone in my life. You know what I mean? It comes down to communication and talking. Like, for example, relationship wise, if I feel unvalidated or if I don't feel heard, I have to stop, sit the person down, you know, put the phones down and get their undivided attention and be like, yo, I don't feel validated in this situation, or this situation made me feel like this, or you made me feel like this, or like whatever it is. But then at the same time, I will get that out, but then I will sit there and say, also, like, number one, whatever the situation is, it might be a trauma response that I'm doing without realizing, like, oh, well, when you said this, it made me feel like this, but even though I know you probably didn't mean it like that, that's how I took it, because triggers or trauma or just past experiences, when people say certain things, you know, you have to, you know, think about all of that. You know what I mean? Next, practice gratitude. All right. Practice gratitude. Be grateful, because a lot of people aren't anymore, and we got to do that. We have to. All right. Avoid gossip. That's going to be really hard. All right. Not even going to lie. Your girl loves a little gossip, a little tea. All right. And we all do. All right. It's everyone's guilty pleasure. Like, I hate to say it, but it is. Like, we all love a little gossip here and there, whether it's true or not. Like, whatever it is, like, we kind of like it. Next, embrace imperfection, which is something we all need to do. And the problem is with that is social media, because all the filters and Facetune and all these AI apps that just show everyone in this like perfect, flawless, like light, you know what I mean? Like when it's like no pores, everything is just slayed to the gods, you know what I mean? Like, and it fucks with people's self-esteem in every way, shape, and form. Even if you're a model and you're like literally perfect on paper, but in reality you go home and you cry in the corner or in your bed, or you cry to yourself to sleep every night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's always something. All right, next, practice empathy without absorbing others' emotions, which can be very hard. Being empathetic to others, it can be very draining. And it is difficult to not absorb someone else's energy. You know what I mean? Like, especially if it's empathy to the point where you're hugging them or you're crying, or like where you're hugging them or they're crying and then they trigger you to start crying because you're empathetic to the situation, or you know them on a personal level and you know like they don't need to be going through this, they're a good person, you know, blah, 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 all those things. All right. Next, remember your worth isn't up for debate. Let me say that one more time. Remember, your worth isn't up for debate. We are all priceless. Our worth is priceless. And if someone puts a price on your worth, kick them the fuck out of your life. We are all amazing. We are all wonderful in our own way, in our own, you know, in our own everything. Yeah, we're all worth it. Never forget that. Anyone watching this, anyone listening, never forget that we're all worth it. We are all worth investing into. We are all worth the time. We are all worth love. Never forget that. Just wanted to put that out there for you guys. All right, next. Give yourself permission to rest. That is something I struggle with. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not sure if it's how I grew up or what, but I'm just going to say it. In the Black household, we are called lazy a lot. If we are not constantly working, cleaning, in school, doing something, we are called lazy to our face, by our mothers, by our fathers, by siblings, by people that are supposed to be lifting us up. All right. At the end of the day, we all need rest. We all need a day or two, maybe 3 days a week to just decompress, detach, really just recharge ourselves. All right. Growing up, you know, in my household and in other households, you know, if someone isn't doing something, working, cleaning, doing homework, doing something, they're labeled as lazy. They're labeled as ain't shit. They're labeled as just all these very low vibration, low self-esteem things that people say to other people that just really bring them down. So I want to say to everyone, give yourself permission to rest. We are not robots. We are human beings with hearts and livers, blood running through our veins that need rest, that need to repair themselves, that need adequate nutrition. All right. Never let anyone get on your ass about giving yourself rest, because we all need rest no matter what it is. Just because your job isn't physically demanding doesn't mean it's not mentally draining. And just because your job isn't mentally tiring does not mean physically your feet hurt every night. All right. So don't discourage yourself. Take that time. Rest. It's okay. At the end of the day, the job will be there. All right. Next, let go of past mistakes, which is something I need to do. I am learning to do that. It is very difficult because a lot of times I will sit and dwell and think about my past, who I used to be, how I used to live, just everything in general. You know what I mean? And you have to let it go. You have to sit and accept, yo, I was young, I was a teen, I was this, I was that, I had a hard life, you know, parents this or dad that or mom that or siblings that. Like, we have to let it go and embrace those feelings, embrace those thoughts, embrace that and live in that, and live with the fact that it is okay. It's okay. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. All we can do is grow and do better from who we were and where we were. That's all we can do. Last but not least, trust that what's meant for you will come. And I love that we are ending it on that note. Trust the process, whatever it is. And just keep in mind, what is for you will come. You won't have to fight for it. You won't have to stress over it. You won't have to, put in all these hours and get nothing out of it. It'll all work out. And if you feel you need to reevaluate your plan or whatever it is you're doing to reach your goal, then do that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking a step back, reevaluating, taking a big picture look at everything. Like, yeah, this path is good, but I need to improve. I need to do this, or I need to do this. That's okay. Just trust that what is meant for you will come, because you know what? It's already written. Your success, your failure, your ups, your downs, your challenges, your goals, your achievements, it's already written. You're just one decision away from making that happen. So keep that in mind. And that's it for this video. I do apologize. I didn't realize it would go on for this long. But I do appreciate everyone who stuck around for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notifications so you know if it has to when I post, get up to date. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. But I appreciate everyone again. Let me know if you want more videos like this. See you guys later. Bye.